Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Victoria, and I'm really happy to have you here. It's Facebook Live time as usual. It's Thursday at 5 p.m. and I'm just going to wait and see when and if a few people pop on. So as you pop on, please say hello, let me know where you're watching from if you don't already watch me normally. And just for a bit of a heads up as well, whether you watch me live or in the replay or over on YouTube, I'll pop it on over there as well. Make sure you say hi. Make sure you go in the draw for the drawing of the card that I'm creating. So really great to see everyone's. Hi Pam, hi Marion, hi Lisa. Excellent, got a few on. Welcome everyone. How's everyone's week been? Hi Jeanette. Excellent, we've got the crew on. So a super busy week again for everyone, hopefully, or a nice quiet one if you like the quiet ones. I've been busy crafting, so that's always been fun. Getting all of September's blog posts and videos all done. So if you're not already aware, the whole of September for me, bar a few blog hops that I'm take part in, is going to be spectacular September. And I've got to remember and stop and think as I say that, because yeah, it's pretty easy to mess up. Lots of crafting this week, Lisa. Excellent. That's great. I think I've got a little bit to do this weekend too, so I'm super excited, but I think I'll have a quiet Sunday. What are you guys doing for Father's Day? Have you got anything planned? I suppose it's very hard here in Victoria during lockdown, and a lot of things are closed, but I think we're going to have a nice quiet day at home, but my husband Adam wants breakfast, lunch and dinner cooked for him and everything cleaned up for him. So if you don't already know my family, my husband is the cook in the house, so the kids will be cooking breakfast, lunch and dinner and cleaning up, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Your heat tool finally arrived today. That's excellent, Pam. Let's just talk about Australia Post for a minute. So I have told you before, I ordered Paper Pumpkin, I ordered the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. That was ordered early, so I think it was around the 12th that I ordered it. It was shipped out on the 15th and it's still sitting in Sydney somewhere. 3 weeks. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with it. It's terrible though. So I've put in a bit of a complaint, and yeah, I'd say it must have gone missing, because it's 2 parcels. It's not just one. It's 2 big parcels. How do they not get scanned or moved? So I'm still keeping my fingers crossed, but at this point I'm starting to look at whether I purchase them again and get it shipped. It'd probably be faster than waiting for them to find my boxes. But how do boxes go missing? It's crazy. So I know a few extra people have just popped on. Marion had a seafood feast. Yum. Jeanette, very quiet Father's Day this year. Hi Fiona, welcome. Australia Post, yes. I know Sandra's in the same boat as me. She ordered Paper Pumpkin as well, and it's still sitting in Sydney as well. So Sydney must have an absolute huge warehouse where all our parcels are sitting at the moment. And they were saying that Melbourne's distribution centre is in a lot of trouble with COVID, but I don't know, nothing seems to be leaving Sydney either. I've got to be careful what I say. It is very frustrating, Jeanette, absolutely. Hi, Sandy. Yes, she is having the same problem, Lisa, absolutely. Your birthday from your son today. You went to Hawaii first. Is that real? Did it really go to Hawaii? If it did, that's pretty cool. Hi, Deirdre. Sandy's given up. Don't give up. I cannot wait to get my hands on that Paper Pumpkin kit. And yeah, I really want to show you guys as well. So Pam said her order was shipped on the 21st of August and only arrived today. So mine actually left way before yours, 6 days before yours, Pam, and it's still in who knows where. I think they've definitely lost it. Not good. Jeanette's is in Ballarat. Well, they did say that they were going to move them around a little bit, but I'd be happy if mine was in Ballarat. At least I know it's moved, but yeah, just still be sitting in Sydney since the 15th. I think that's something's going wrong there. Something's not working at all. Okay, so I've got a few on. You're after other things that you've ordered. That is my whole thing too, Sandy. Now, I've got the Stamp and Emboss machine, and I've got some other Christmas supplies that I'm waiting on to do a project that I'm doing, but I think I'm going to have to use other ribbon because I can't wait any longer. I've got things to do. Delivery man said the mail is coming from overseas in a rowboat with a 90-year-old man stopping in Hawaii. That makes more sense, definitely. Hi, Karen. Welcome. You received a beautiful card. Excellent. That's great. Hi, Carolyn. Very funny, Pam. I do like that too, Pam. Very funny. All right. Are we ready to start getting into it? I've got lots to show you again today. And I've got the very best card that we're creating tonight. Now, it's the first Thursday of the month, so it is my customer card, but it's also Spectacular September, so it's a Halloween card, and it's so beautiful. And I'll say that when I was creating it, my daughter come in, she's not a fan of sponging, and she's like, oh, Mum, no sponging. And then by the end of the time I finished the card, she said, oh, that card is really nice, Mum. So I won. Oh, Pam, you received your card yesterday. Excellent. No, you're very welcome. All right, so let's pop the camera down and we'll get started. I'll just move the camera around the right way. Beautiful. So it's a new month, so there's a new host code. So if anyone who is shopping with me, there is a new host code for this month. Please make sure that you use that because that helps me to put new projects out for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with a few of my lights again and see if I can fix up a little bit of that. Is it bad your end, guys? I can see a little bit of movement, so I found that my craft lights, if I left them on for a little while to warm up, that helped. But yeah, one was still flickering, so I reckon one might be a little bit dodgy. It's a bit dark. Okay. Hi Kim, how are you? I'll turn this one back on again. See, that's flickering. This one is my bad light. I swear I need a big industrial light that's just not going to do anything wrong. Is that still a little bit too dark? It's dark on one side. Let me see if I can move it to the other way. Sorry guys, bear with me. I'll get it right one day. By breaking things. Oh, that's good, Kim. Is that terrible, people? I don't know whether that will be okay. It's flickering really bad on my end, so we'll go with that. I'm sorry about the darkness. I'm gonna actually, I think, have to get a better light, because that's not working. It'll be fine. Beautiful. We'll just keep going then. So this week's Sunday Facebook challenge was a sketch card, and I know the ladies love doing sketch cards. It's a very, very simple card, and I like my cards to be really simple because I usually do all my month cards in like one weekend. So this is the one here. I've used the Ornate Garden and the Ornate Style and Ornate Thanks stamp set, which is a really nice one. I've used it a few times when I first bought it, and I haven't used it since. So I'm trying to pull out some of those stamp sets that I don't use very often, because I do have some favourites that I go to all the time. So it is flickering. Sorry, Kim. I don't know whether I'm going to get it any better. So that is the Facebook challenge for this week. It changes again on Sunday, so you've still got time to create a great card and pop it in the comment section. It was better before. I've broken this other light, so I don't think it's going to move. I will just have to go with this one, and I don't know, I'll have to work something out a little bit better. So please join in if you want to join in. It's such great fun. On Tuesday on my YouTube channel, it was the very first card for Spectacular September. This one here is what I've come up with. It's using the Ghoulish Goodies stamp set. Now, I think the Ghoulish Goodies stamp set is the one-stop shop card or stamp set for Halloween. Has so many not only images but a lot of sentiments there as well. So this is a really basic card. I've just die cut and punched a few things out, quickly stamped and popped it all together, and I've used the Cobwebs 3D embossing folder in the back, and I don't know how well that shows up really, especially in this light. Oh, that's all right, Kim. So that is on there as well, on my blog and YouTube. And then early hours of this morning, I took part in the Global Monthly Video Collab group, and this was a really exciting card for me. I did another interactive card, and if you saw last month's card through the Global Monthly Video Collab group, I did a bunny that slid across the the snow, and he was on skis. So this time the theme was back to school, so I've made this gorgeous little chalkboard. So cute. And as you pull the pencil over, it has a sentiment that says welcome back. So this was actually really quite easy to put together. And I've used the Harvest to Lowe's stamp set for both the sentiment, the A+, and the little apple, but these are all just freehand, really easy to do. And I've actually made two. So one has a bit more of a blunt end and one has a really sharp end. So they were the two that I created. I absolutely love this card. This is really, really cute. So each month it's a different theme, and please go over and check out on my YouTube channel, check the other blog participants. They have some amazing work each month as well. So yeah, please check that out. Okay, so I'll quickly go through the announcements for this week. So the first one is Paper Pumpkin. These are still available, $37. This is the second one that's been available here in the South Pacific. We don't usually get them here in the South Pacific, but this one has been designed by Sarah, who is the CEO. So I'm so excited to be showing it to you when I get it. That and the Stamp and Emboss machine, they'll come. Very cute cards. Yeah, I've seen them, Karen, and they are so cute. I just really want to play with them. You know when you're really wanting something and you can't have it? It makes you want it more. Well, that's how I'm feeling with the Paper Pumpkin. So as soon as it comes, don't worry, I will be showing you, but they are still available. But I also want to let you know that it's only until stocks last. So it could sell out before I actually receive them. So if you're interested in the Paper Pumpkin kits, it's pretty much all inclusive except for inks, the acrylic block and some adhesives. So yeah, that is available still at the moment. The other thing that is now available for customers is the Stamp and Emboss. No, what's it called? Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. The normal size one is available. The mini's not available just yet. It's $209 here in Australia, and as soon as I get it, I will be showing you. I did bite the bullet because I do have a Sizzix Big Shot, but it hasn't been cutting out quite so well, so I'm really excited for this one to breeze through and cut all those intricate dies just that little bit better. And I will show you that one when it comes. And the other one that I just want to quickly go through is a really great promotion that Stampin' Up has at the moment. It is called the Get and Go Starter Kit promotion. Now, it is the normal starter kit cost of $169. You get to choose $235 worth of product. You'll get free shipping, your business supply pack, which is catalogs, forms, all those sorts of things. And then on top of that, you're going to get this amazing deal. So there is 2 full stamp sets, Queen Anne's Lace and So Much Love. You're going to get a packet of basic rhinestones, and then you're going to get a card kit to either start as your business. So if you want to get straight into being a demonstrator and starting your business straight up, you're going to get 16 card kits. These are in Green Apple Green Card and Coastal Cabana. It also has matching envelopes with this kit. And Stampin' Up have also provided both videos and some designs for you to do. So if you are brand new to Stampin' Up and you want to join as a demonstrator, everything's sort of pretty much done for you, so you can start your business straight away. So it's really, really awesome idea. And you can sign up under the Inky Stampers, which is my team, if you would like. I've got more information over on my blog. This is a really great deal, and we've got some amazing things coming up through Stampin' Up really soon. So being a demonstrator is awesome. You don't have to be a seller. You can just purchase and purchase for yourself and be a discount shopper, or you can create it as a business. It's completely up to you. There's no hard sell with Stampin' Up. It's really great business to be with, and the quality of the products is awesome as well. So if you have any questions or you would like to join up, please get in touch with me. I would love to have you on the team. Okay, so like I said before, it is a new month and we have a new host code. So if you are placing an order, please use this month's hostess code. If you're spending more than $250 on products, don't use the host code because you'll get your own host code benefits with that one. Now, for everyone who does shop with me this month, I've got a couple of really great offers on. So there is a brand new bundle tutorial. This is the card that I've created that's in the bundle. I love these. We have Blushing Bride, Rococo Rose, Sahara Sand, and the Gold Foil. Really pretty in this card. And I think there's 38 tutorials in this bundle. Full colour photos, measurements, instructions, everything that you need. Now, if you are part of the Inky Stampers team, you'll get this for free. So just another great benefit for being in my team. But there is really awesome cards involved in this bundle, and it changes each month. So if you purchase off me each month, you're going to get a different bundle tutorial. So that is that one. And the other one that I want to quickly just show is the autumn tutorial bundle. I still only have 2 of these printed out. So these are 2, but as you can see, these are huge in imperial and metric. So it's like almost a whole ream of paper just sitting here in the first and second of, it's only half of the bundle. So there is actually four bundles in all. I'm going to quickly show you my card that I created for it. It's using the autumn fall products that are in the mini catalogue. And I'm not supposed to show you this card, but isn't it gorgeous? I think it's easy. So I have a lot of information on my blog regarding this autumn tutorial bundle. You can purchase that there via PayPal, and it's an instant download. So if you're after some really great inspiration for autumn and fall cards, this is right for you. And this is also, I'm having for this month, if you purchase through me using the hostess code of $100 or more, you're going to get this free on top of the other bundle tutorial. So which is a really great incentive as well for this month, and my team will also get this autumn tutorial bundle. I'm still in the process of doing that. Bear with me everyone, but I'll get that on there before next week. So if you're after that one, have a look on the Inky Stampers team Facebook page, and it'll be on there by next Thursday, I promise. Okay. Well, I think that was everything that I had to go through. Let me show you this month's card that we're going to be creating. And then after we've created this card, we'll do the draw for last week's card. Let me just show you that one really quickly. That's the Father's Day card. So we'll do that draw in a minute. But this is the Halloween card that we're creating tonight. And it's my customer card for all this month. I absolutely love it. I gush over this. I've been gushing over this for about a week now, so cute. It's using a couple of the new products in the mini catalogue. Let me bring them in and show you. So this is one of the really great stamp sets in the mini catalogue. It's called Ben a Year, and it covers quite a few different occasions. So we've got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas, we've got Halloween, what else? We've got Valentine's Day. So it's a really great set that covers them all. And I probably haven't used, I don't know, this month I've used both this one and Ghoulish Goodies to death. So I've really got my money's worth out of these two sets. So I've got this one here, and I've got these little die cuts here of the houses, and that's come from the Home Together dies. Now these are a really great bundle, and what I'll do is I'll grab the stamp set that is part of that bundle, also in the mini catalogue. It's the Coming Home stamp set, and I haven't played around with this as much as I really want to, but now that I've finished with the Halloween cards and projects, I'll definitely be starting. This is absolutely gorgeous, so cute, and there's designer series paper with it as well. It's actually a whole suite, so if you're after these bundles here, this is a really great one to have for Christmas. We're using just the black and white Baker's Twine. This one is from the Playful Pets combo ribbon trim, and I'm using a couple of colours for this gorgeous background here. We've got the Daffodil Delight and Pumpkin Pie. Because I really love to heat emboss, we've got a little bit of heat embossing with this card as well. Now Stampin' Up did get rid of the black embossing powder, so as you can see in this bat, it is heat emboss, but I'm using a different technique that you can get away with not having black embossing powder. So let's get into it and we'll get started, and I can start showing you how to pop this together. So I've got my kit here ready to go, and so we're using a thick Whisper White card as the base. So I've already pre-scored. I'm just going to fold over and burnish. Now there's a couple of ways that you can do your ink sponging. I've got the stamping sponges today, but I also like using the Tim Holtz blending tool. That is a really great one to have. I've lost my tool piece, so I'll have to find that, but I really like using that one as well. So we have basic black that's going to go on the top, and we're also going to bring in the layering circle dies. So I have the largest circle here. I'm going to bring the big shot in, and we're just going to die cut that one piece. So I'm partly in the middle, but more to the top. So I'm interested, does anyone do Halloween cards that's watching? Or do you not tend to do them because it's not overly celebrated here in Australia? I will say I don't. Last year was the very first time that I had really focused on Halloween, but I absolutely loved it. and I thought I'm going to do that again this year. So we're going to heat emboss all these little pumpkin faces or scary eyes, and I'm going to bring my embossing buddy through. Now this gets rid of any stray powder, and I find on black card especially I'll always have a little bit of residue, so it's always good to have the embossing buddy. This is no longer available through Stampin' Up, but you can get them at craft supplies, so have a look there. So we're using a few different stamps from that set, and the first one I'm going to do is just that little face all the way around in Versamark ink. Deirdre doesn't because it's not a thing here. Sandy doesn't. Not really our holiday, no. And I totally understand. And I think for me, when I first started, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in a bit of paper. I tend to put my fingers on things, which then once you put the embossing powder over, your ink in your fingers will leave marks. So if I don't touch it with my fingers, we should be right. So I'm just going to create an uneven pattern just everywhere, all the way around. Yeah, I think I started doing these last year because most of my followers were actually Americans, so, and it still is that way. I've still got more American followers than Australians, so I wanted to do something for them. So, and I absolutely enjoyed last year. If you haven't seen last year's, just check on my YouTube channel going back last year. So much fun. Jeanette said, no, don't do them. I've done lolly bags for the grandkids though. Now, do you have trick-or-treaters come round to your house though? Because I know up in Queensland, when we lived in Queensland, we used to have kids come through. It was a little bit more popular up there. We live so out of town here though that, yeah, we don't have any of that anymore. Let's just move that up a little bit. I might just stop there, bring the powder in and just do that half. Versamark stays quite wet for a while, but I don't want to risk it drying out. So this is the white embossing powder, and the white on the black cardstock is just amazing, really stands out. So I'm going to keep going with the bottom half. If you buy goodies, no trick-or-treaters. Forget to buy some, you get them. Isn't that always the way, Lisa? Too many Scooby-Doo movies. This is exactly looks like Scooby-Doo. Absolutely, Marion. So my 19-year-old son was obsessed with Scooby-Doo, and he'll still watch it now. So we even had one year for his birthday party, we did a Scooby-Doo theme, and it was dress up. So the kids come in dress up, the family all came in dress up, and we had heaps of games where they'd have to guess, put hands in containers and have to guess what it was. So we had like jelly and lychees and all sorts of, like, it was a lot of fun. I think that was the best birthday party I'd ever done. Okay, so I think that's all good. I'm going to bring that white powder in again, and then we're going to heat the white powder until it becomes sticky and clear. There we go. I'm going to bring the heat tool in just heat that up. I don't think Ingrid's watching, but I know Ingrid is Halloween mad, and she always does her house up in Halloween. She lives in Queensland, so they're a little bit more open to the Halloween up there. Thing is, if you have lollies, you probably end up eating them anyway. So one thing I have encountered this month doing Halloween projects is there's no Halloween candy or lollies out here in Australia at the moment. So I've gone with just the boring old chocolate and lollies that we have in the supermarket. But sometimes I wish I lived in America, because you could really go to town. Pam doesn't do Halloween. That looks all good. Just amazing on the black card. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this over the top of the thick Whisper White, and the basic black has a little bit of border all the way around. And I'm going to bring in a pencil. Sorry about the dogs, my husband's home, so they've just heard him. Ooh. So I'm just tracing around. And all those ones that I've just gone on the black, I'll get an eraser out and get rid of that. So I have my little circle here. I don't think you can see it, that's how light it is. We're going to bring in some Daffodil Delight and Pumpkin Pie inks. So I'm starting off with the light one, the Pumpkin Pie first. Marion gave fruit one year and the house got egged. That wouldn't be the kids across the road, Marion, would it, that call you the witch anyway? Oh, your little Dashes ran off looking for the dog. Oh, that's sweet. All right, so when you're sponging, you just tap off a little bit of the ink to start off with. And I'm going to really lightly, starting off in the middle, and because I want most of the yellow in the middle. And I can do a little bit heavier handed once I've got the colour a little bit better. Let's bring that in again. And you can do as much or as little as you like. I just really want more yellow in the middle. I think that's good. Maybe a little bit more. Why not? Yeah, that's better. And then we're going to bring the Pumpkin Pie in, and I want to do all around the edges of the yellow. As you can see, we have the orange all the way around. It's like a halo, is that what it's called? So let's bring the Pumpkin Pie in. So being really gentle around the edges. Hi Ingrid, I was just talking about you. We're doing a Halloween card. Look at that. So all this month is Spooktacular September. I knew I would forget it. It is a mouthful. Okay. So once I've got a little bit of colour in right around the edge where we've traced, I'm just going to go over a little bit towards the middle, leaving right in the centre. So I know that doesn't look all that fantastic, but when you put this over the top, it really pops out. while we have the pumpkin pie out, I'm also going to go around the very edge because it's white, and I really didn't want a white background, but instead of putting a pumpkin pie card down as another piece of matting, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to edge the very edge in pumpkin pie ink. It was all good, absolutely, Ingrid. So sponging is one of those things that's comes in and out all the time as a trend. I actually don't mind doing it. So I've created a nice little border all the way around now. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to move those to the side just quickly. I'm going to bring in, so I've taken this piece here, and I'm going to do some quick die cutting, and I might just do it off the screen. So in that die set, I'm going to use that very small house as well as the medium. It's almost like a bit of a tall one. So let's pop that one through really quickly. So we have our two little houses, and then I've got a piece of basic black, and I've just got a scrap of Whisper White here that we're going to do our heat embossing for both the spiderweb and the bat. So let me just show you, we'll do the spiderweb first. So Versamark ink, I better put that on screen for you. And because it is black, let's get that embossing buddy out, because if I don't do it, it won't turn out properly. And this is the last of our embossing in white. So I'm just going to pop that there for a second. Let me show you the trick to embossing instead of using the black embossing powder. So I'm going to bring in Memento Tuxedo black ink, and we have the bat here ready to go. I'm going to first go straight into the Versamark, and then I'm going to go in the Memento. Now this is not going to hurt your Memento at all, and this is also a way of doing colouring embossing. So if you're using your classic stamp pads, so there we have it there. You have to work a little quickly if you're just using Memento, but let's come in with the clear embossing powder. And that's going to work like black embossing powder. So you've used Versamark just to get the powder to stick really well, then straight in the Memento Tuxedo black ink, and then clear embossing powder over the top. If you're just to stamp straight with the Memento, I've found for me, it doesn't stick, the powder doesn't stick to the whole image correctly. So you'll have bits that have really embossed well, and then you've got some that haven't embossed well at all. So always go in with your Versamark first, and as long as you hit the Versamark with your stamp first and then go into either any of the classic ink, so whether you use Daffodil Delight or Memento, anything like that, if you go into your Versamark first and then into the other ink, you will not affect either your ink pad or your Versamark. So there's that one ready to go. And then we're going to also do the same technique with our sentiment here. So let me bring in the embossing buddy. Although this one's probably not too bad. Might not need the embossing buddy too much, but if I don't do it, it will definitely need it. So our sentiment here is happy hauntings, and I'm going to also show you another technique here where we're going to mask off the sentiment. So if we stamped it like this, it's going to be happy on top of the haunting, but I want it to go across our card for our sentiment. So let's just use a post-it note, and I'm just going to take off that haunting. Now these are not good post-it notes, but we're going to be able to go through without any issues because we're not moving it off the table. So let's pop the Versamark on top, memento on top of that, take your post-it note off, and then we're going to just stamp that. Oh, and I've got some there, so let's get rid of it. Stamping that down along the bottom of our pumpkin pie piece, and I'm going to cut this down a little bit. So we're going to use our clear embossing powder again. You can see that. Now let's move on to the haunting. So I'm going to clean this one off really quickly with a baby wipe. Because that's memento, you really don't want to be using either your chamois or your Stampin' Scrub, whatever you're using. I don't like using my black with any of those. So I'm going to try and dry that as best as I can. Bringing that post-it note in again, and we're going to take off the happy this time. So those cheap ones from the cheap store, these work really well. You just need it to stay there for that small amount of time. So I'm going to Versamark that one. Memento on top. Take that one off. And let's place that down next to the happy. And clear on top. Yay, that worked really well. Sometimes you can never be sure when you're doing a live. Okay, let's bring the heat tool in and we'll just melt all those powders. Okay, so that is how that little bat turned out, really cute. And I love using the black embossing powder, so I was very, very... okay, let me just find the Versamark ink. I need to put the lid on that one. I was very upset when Stampin' Up got rid of the black Versamark powder because I love heat embossing and I love to heat emboss with the black. So this is a way of doing it, but I really wish that they would bring the black back. So I think embossing is probably, or heat embossing is one of my favourite techniques. What about you guys? What is your favourite technique? And Pam, now that you've got the heat tool, have you used it yet? I don't think there's many cards that I don't heat emboss with, so it's pretty funny. So I'm just going to quickly, or as quickly as I can, fussy cut around this bat and also the spider web there as well. Sandy loves heat embossing. Oh yeah, of course, it only come this afternoon. Of course, Pam. Tell me, what powders do you have then? Do you have some metallic powders to do some Christmas cards? Always like silver and gold heat embossing for Christmas. Jeanette likes embossing and colouring. Okay, so let's quickly do around the cobweb as well. These are gorgeous images in this one. I'm looking forward to doing a Thanksgiving couple of cards as well and send them over to my American friends. I was actually lucky to be over in America for Thanksgiving back in 2018, and it was awesome. I do like the Thanksgiving fair, the big meal that they have. It was very nice. Deirdre needs to do more embossing. Absolutely. Copper and bronze pop-up Christmas cards. Yes. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with a bit of heat embossing, especially with the metallics at Christmas. Well, that was a bit sharp there. Okay. I'm just going to bring my big scissors in and cut this one down a little. I cannot cut a straight line, but larger scissors make it a little bit easier. So I'm also going to just quickly banner cut these ends as well. Do powders go out of date? Pam, I think they do, because I've had powders that, from Stamping Up, that they smell funny. So if your powders are smelling funny, or they go a different colour, yeah, I think they may be out of date. I had a white one that I had to purchase some more white because every time you heated it, it would give me a headache. It was really smelly. Yeah, absolutely, Marion. I'm definitely going for all the eats. Now, they didn't have pumpkin pie, Carolyn, but they had pecan pie, which was really good. Really, really good. But I've had grandma pie before, so I love pumpkins. So I think I would still like it. Obviously, you're not a fan. I like anything with pumpkins, though. That's one of my favourite vegetables. Okay, so we're right to start sort of popping everything together. We're going to glue this one down, but I'm going to be careful not to glue too much down around the bottom because I want to slide the little houses in. So I'm just going to use some Tombow glue for that one. It's quite funny because my daughter made, when we were over in America, we had pumpkin spiced pancakes, and they were really good, like really, really good. And my daughter actually made some the other weekend, and all the recipes call for canned pumpkin. You can't get that in Australia, and I sort of understand why we can't get it in Australia. It's just cooked pumpkin that's mashed. So not that big of a deal. But her pumpkin pancakes, oh, they were so good. Oh no. Can you see that? That one wasn't quite done. And I've just gotten rid of it all. So when you're heat embossing, you really need to make sure that each one is shiny. And I missed that one. Whoops. Anyway. So we're going to pop in our little houses here. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the top bit. Gives you a little bit of wriggle room as well. Move him over a little. There we go. And that little tiny one, I did actually try and fit 3 in, but there wasn't quite enough room. Yeah, Jeanette likes pumpkin, absolutely. I'll put another spider web here. I could do that. That would probably work. Alright, so I'm going to pop up the little bat, and I'm going to... I've got some minis here somewhere. Yep. Minis come in really handy. You can also use the bones or just cut your normal size dimensionals up as well. So I've gone with the overkill. Let's put 3 on. The bat's not going anywhere. Oh, hi Rachel. Thank you. This is this month's customer card. So anyone who purchases with me through this month, this is the card that they're going to get. Ingrid's asking, what is grammar? Marion, I'll let you answer that one. So I'm going to pop a dimensional on this one. We grew up with grandma pie, and it was yummy. I'm going to pop that one just so it's peeking through, and we're also going to pop up the sentiment. So you know, through me there's always going to be some sort of heat embossing, and there's always going to be some dimensionals in my cards. One thing's missing is, well, we've got string, but I don't have any bling. That's alright, I don't think it needs any bling. I suppose you sicko pumpkin lovers like sweet potato as well. Absolutely, Lisa. Sweet potato fries are my favourite. Yeah. Sweet with lemon and spices in pastry or with custard. Yum. So I'm just going to pop that sentiment down. And I love how the black, the memento with the clear embossing powder really pops up on the pumpkin pie. So we have our ribbon here, or our twine. Going to do a little quick bow. Halloween's big in your neighbourhood. We get about 40 kids knocking on the door. Parents walk around with beer and wine. Now, Rachel, you're in Queensland, and I was just saying before that when we lived in Queensland, it was a little popular. So, yeah, I think it's more of a Queensland thing, but you guys have better weather, or warmer weather, so it probably gets people out and about a little bit more too. Just going to do a quick cut off. So Rachel, do you decorate your house as well? Ingrid's never heard of it. Do they sell it in bakeries or cafes? You know what, Ingrid, I've never actually seen it anywhere but at home, so they probably don't. It's one of my nana's things, so yeah, I don't know. But it's funny because there's a lot of things that I grew up with that people haven't heard of, so isn't that funny that you have different recipes depending. Oh, see, that sort of covers that little mistake there up if I put my little tails down. What do you think? You coming to Marion's, Ingrid? Well, that's okay. You have to come to Dingy then, because she's moving. So Rachel puts up spider webs, fake graveyard, spooky music, and treats wrapped up in something spooky. Oh wow, Rachel, that's awesome. Rachel's a teacher, so the kids get a kick out of knocking on my door. Oh, that is so great. Jeanette has 18 pumpkins off her plants this year. Oh, Jeanette, you're very, very lucky. I think sometimes it's a little hit and miss to get good pumpkins too. Sometimes they're a little washed out or have no flavour. Okay, so that is the card for tonight. I absolutely love it. What do you think? Have I turned you into Halloween freaks yet? I hope so. Well, I hope you tune in all this month anyway, because I've got some really great projects coming up, and yeah, I'm so excited. So let's do the draw for last week's card. So that's last week's card here. Here's our names. So good luck, everyone. Kim Beaver. Well done, Kim. So you'll just have to let me know your address so I can send you the card. All right, so if you want to go in the draw for next week, you know what you need to do. Like, comment, share, or purchase off me. You can purchase off me and you can get that card as well. So a few different ways. Thank you, everyone. Fiona, your name is in there. I guarantee you. and I will say, no, I won't say. Yay, Kim. Oh, that's great. Excellent. All right, I'm going to pop the camera around just really quickly. Excellent. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Yeah, once again, lovely card. I love it. I love it. I love Halloween. Like, I think I've told you all this before as well, but Ingrid and I were planning on going to America this year, at the end of this year, and we were going to be over there for Halloween. So maybe next year. We're hoping that COVID behaves and we'll be able to do international travel soon. So, Fiona, you don't believe me, do you? Let me find it, because it is in here. It is there. I don't know. Some people are really lucky and some are not. All right, so everyone, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's card. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed, definitely. I'll be back next Thursday with another card, and it's another Halloween themed card, so hopefully you'll come back and join me for that one. Actually, it's not even a card, it's a project, so that's super more exciting that it's a project. Don't forget, I've got my Facebook challenge on Sunday if you want to come and join in on that one, and I've got videos coming out next week as well, so hopefully you can join me for them. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do. Oh, I have increased in my YouTube subscribers too, so now I'm up to 635, 635. So I'm so excited. I've done pretty well in the last couple of weeks. So I'm almost getting closer to my goal of 1,000. So hopefully I can still do that by the end of the year. I'll keep my fingers crossed for that one as well. Yeah, look, Fiona, your name is in there, I promise. It's going to come out and we're all going to party. All right, everyone, have a great night tonight. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Father's Day if you're doing anything. And yeah, I'll see you next Thursday. See you later. Bye.